So the third teaser of Avengers Doomsday has arrived, and this third teaser is such that after seeing it you will say that now we have got to see something, because this teaser is not only featuring the X-Men, but here we feel the message is that X-Men has got the justice that X-Men deserve. Well, now we will talk about teaser, but we see the moment of this teaser, which is not only telling us that in main story of Avengers Doomsday, what will happen, is rather giving us a hint as to what we can see in Secret Wars as well. Here we also get an idea of how Avengers vs X-Men is going to be. So, without any further delay, let's start. So, the teaser starts with from a shot where we see a corridor with bright red and orange light coming from the window behind it. It is clear that there is a fire there, and with this shot, a narration also starts in the teaser, which is in the voice of Professor. He is saying that death is certain, and now this is what I know, and we notice that the condition of the X-Mansion is very bad. That means some kind of fight took place here. Now in the same scene we can see a blue light coming in from the left side window. Looking at it, it seems that it is some kind of searchlight. Now in the very next shot we see the board of Charles Xavier's school, which has many marks on it, and Charles is lying on the ground, which clearly indicates that a very fierce battle has taken place inside the school of mutants. Now after this, we hear a dialogue in the voice of Ian McKellen, who plays the role of Magneto in the teaser, where he is saying that the question is not whether we are ready to sacrifice our lives for, but the question is, how do you want to see yourself in your last moments? And then we see Charles Xavier walking towards someone amidst the ruined debris of the school. And then we see a scene where there is a chessboard and one of the chess pieces is seen flying in the air. Now many descriptions can be given of this scene, like whom are the two characters playing chess here. Now as an answer to this question we can say that those two, one of the characters is Charles Xavier. There is no doubt about it. But who is this other character, who can make that chess piece fly into the air? Now, for those who don't know, I would like to tell that Charles has the power of telepathy only through telekinesis. Otherwise, he can't move things. So of course, this is being done by the other guy, who is playing chess. Now if we look carefully at those chess pieces, we feel that they are made of metal. So, if it is made of metal, then Magneto is easy can move them. And we've seen Professor X and Magneto play chess many times in the old X-Men movies. However, if you pay attention to this scene, the chess piece that is raised in the air is the queen. Now Magneto raised his queen, and we know that the queen is the most powerful piece in chess. So which queen does Magneto have that he is symbolizing? What happened? Could you guess? Yes, friends, this queen is none other than our Wanda Maximoff, and chess piece symbolically, Wanda is the queen who, like the chess piece, holds the most power. And then in the next shot we see Charles and Magneto sitting in front of a window, and now the age of both of them is on their faces. It is clearly visible, and this shot is of daytime. That means this scene is before the attack on X-Men. And after this, we get a closer look of the X-Men's tactical leader Cyclops, where he has now decided to go all out. His visors have been removed, and with all his might he fires his eye beams. And the most special thing about this scene is that Cyclops is also seen in his old iconic costume in this scene. But there is something in the background of this shot which deserves more attention. So, in this scene, right behind Scott, we see a big mechanical foot that is crushing something. So now let's move towards some big issues related to this teaser. The first point is the Sentinel program. Anyone now ask you, who are those big robots that had the capacity to wipe out the mutant race? So, the direct and clear answer to all of you would be Sentinels. And you all are right too. Friends, these Sentinels have caused this condition of Xavier School. And the setup of this teaser also matches images set during shooting, because even in the set images we saw that Xavier School had become a battleground. And now from this teaser it has become clear that this battle is going on between mutants and Sentinels. But here the interesting thing is, how did the Sentinels come here in this universe? Now the rumor of Sentinels being an Avengers Doomsday has been going on for a long time, where people were saying that it was possible that Dr. Doom had used magic on these Sentinels and turned them into X-Men have left behind. But I would like to say here that we should not forget that Dr. Doom is also an amazing scientist. So, it's also possible that the Sentinels in the MCU were created by none other than music, Doctor Doom and released the Sentinels on this universe to eliminate mutants as quickly as possible. Now coming to our second point, are we seeing hints of Avengers vs. X-Men here? So, with this teaser everyone must be wondering whether will all the mutants be killed fighting the Sentinels. So, on this, we believe that most of the mutants will be killed in this fight between the Sentinels and the X-Men, in which it may happen that Professor get involved. Now the trailer has already shown that Professor X and Magneto are no longer in their prime, so obviously they will not be able to fight as effectively against the Sentinels, and the result will be that the mutants will suffer badly at the hands of Sentinels, will lose. And perhaps this is the reason why some actors of old movies were not cast in Doomsday, because even if their character was there, they would not have had much screen time. But you don't need to worry about all these things, friends, because even after the destruction caused by the Sentinels, many mutants will survive and will face the Avengers again. And I can say this with certainty. Now the reason for making such a claim is given to us by actor Alan Cumming himself, who is playing the role of Nightcrawler, just given. So, on May the 7th, an interview of Alan Cumming with Just Feed UK was posted, and in that interview, Alan had told that during the shooting, he was made to shoot a fight sequence where he was told that he was to be hanged on the head of Reed Richards. Have to hit hard? Now we all know that the Fantastic Four are not from the X-Men universe, but they will most probably fight on behalf of the Avengers. So, the fight between Nightcrawler and Reed Richards is possible only when Avengers and X-Men will face each other. This means that even after so much destruction of X-Men in Doomsday, we may get to see Avengers vs. X-Men. Now coming to our next point, the roar of a leader. Now the most highlight of this entire teaser, and the gotcha moment, was Cyclops' roar. And we would like to say a lot of thank you to Marvel and Russo brothers that finally someone is able to give justice to this character. Because the fans who have read the comics till date, or those who have watched the animated shows, also know what Cyclops is. Cyclops is considered one of the greatest strategists and leaders in Marvel Comics, and this is a guy whom you can never underestimate, just like Captain America can't. His leadership qualities are so tremendous, and from the teaser we feel that something happened in the destruction of Xavier School that triggered Cyclops so much that he is now going all out. But is this the moment of Cyclops? Will there be an end? So, I would say that this may or may not happen, because even if this is the end of Cyclops, it is possible that Cyclops may get rejected again while creating the battle world. Or if Cyclops survives, then this, even better, because as anyone who's read 2015 Secret Wars knows, Cyclops returns in issue 4 of that Secret Wars, and then has an epic showdown between him and God-Apparent Doom. So, this was the breakdown Avengers Doomsday of the Accent teaser. Now tell me, who do you think is getting the gift of Cyclops' beam? And will the Avengers eliminate Magneto and Professor Do Not Freeze? Let's talk about all this in detail in the comments. If you like the breakdown, then please like it, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.